Hi there, it's Jonathan Blain speaking, best-selling author and thought leader, founder of the Job Hunting and Career Help Club, and creator of the revolutionary new CV resume game change. What I'd like to do is to talk to you about how your students can market and sell themselves in the workplace, and in particular how they can approach CV and resume writing that will actually give them advantage and an edge that will enable them to succeed when they're up against a lot of competition from other people. We're living in very challenging times where now no longer is just having a good education enough. Young people and students have got to go out into the world and to be able to effectively market and sell themselves. And I'd like to talk to you about a partnership of how we can work together to help your students to be more effective in doing this. I'm a best-selling author. I've written 12 books. I've got over $3.8 million of sales. And my work's previously been endorsed by many top leaders, including 9 heads of UK top 1,000 companies. The head of companies like Apple, Sony, Carphone Warehouse, Swiss Re, the Director General of the Institute of Directors, the First Sea Lord of the Royal Navy, the co-founder of the giant global SAP, the software company, the world's 3rd largest software company. I've also been, I've had a lot of experience as a job seeker in the public and private and the not-for-profit sectors. And I've been an employer and responsible for hiring personally over 200 people. I've also been a business leader, including spending nearly 5 years as chief executive of a publicly quoted company. And I'm an award-winning salesman and marketer. I've spoken at the annual convention for the Institute of Sales and Management Marketing. I've owned a sales training organisation. I've written a book on Salesforce automation and customer relationship management, and a second book on business-to-business telemarketing. And you know, I've owned the sales training company as well, and also I've been a recruiter, and I've owned a recruitment company and been chief executive of a recruitment company that was a joint venture with a UK top 100 or FTSE 100 company. So I come at job hunting and career problem solving from a very broad perspective. I've also had experience as an HR manager for a sort of small business and been involved in recruitment from that perspective. And I've been involved in innovation and creativity and leadership. I've created arguably the world's most comprehensive video-based training on leadership excellence. And I've delivered presentations on innovation to a number of major companies, like to the board of Apple, and also to a company called 3M, which is renowned for its innovation. And I've had a background as an entrepreneur where I've made and lost millions. I created a record-breaking IPO. And I think that sometimes you need to take a different perspective when you're looking at a subject. I know that as universities and schools and colleges and in the education sector go as a whole, the career services try very hard to help people to choose the right paths, to get the right education and training to support themselves in their career. But I believe that there's a missing piece, and that missing piece is how do you market and sell yourself effectively so that you can compete in an increasingly competitive market. These days, having good education and qualifications is not enough. And I think that what happens is people's lives are dependent not just on, you know, their sort of skill, you know, the achievements that they've got in their education, but it's also how effective they are at marketing and selling themselves. I've developed a revolutionary, groundbreaking new approach to CV and resume writing that's all about being able to market and sell yourself in the most effective way. I've created a brand new paradigm shift and concept called the employer-centric CV. And I also have another concept that's about taking CV and resume writing to the highest level that enables people to be to succeed where they previously might not. And I think that what happens is, in the job market, the differences between people is often very, very small. Such small differences that you can hardly think that they matter. yet you take a small difference from here and a small difference from there and a small difference from there, and you add them together and they form a very small difference. But often it's the small differences that make the overall difference of winning or succeeding. In essence, I help people to turn CV or resume failure into success, success into even greater success. Or if people haven't started, I help them to shortcut straight to the best approach, to write CVs that will maximise their chances of getting job interviews for jobs that they really want, and getting job offers, not just any job offers, but the best job offers possible. I would love to partner with your organisation to help deliver this innovation and creativity to your students to give them an edge. And I think increasingly, particularly in the higher education sector with universities, students choosing to go to particular institutions are looking at the statistics for how successful past students have been in getting jobs after leaving. And that's becoming like a major part of whether people decide to go to higher education institutions or not. Therefore, if you can be more effective in helping your students, not just academically to get good grades and to be prepared in all the ways that you prepare them for the workplace, but to prepare them especially well to be good at marketing and selling themselves, you can get an advantage, because at the end of the day, you need to get the students in to create the revenue to sustain your organisation. So what I'm proposing is good for your organisation, it's good for your students, it's good for the wider world. I'd like to talk to you about how we can work together. Basically, I deliver seminars. I do a morning seminar, afternoon or an evening. I do full day seminars. I deliver keynote presentations at other people's events. So if you've got an event, I'd dearly love to be able to talk to your students. I also have got some information products. I've got a 6-CD audio program that's really groundbreaking, that sort of opens people's eyes to a completely innovative, new, groundbreaking, game-changing approach to CV and resume writing, and a website membership portal that has 10 hours of training videos and just tons of resources to be able to enable people to change their status quo. I'd love to work to talk to you, about what ideas that you've got about how we can work together, and how we can create a win scenario, a win for you, a win for your students, a win for myself, win for the wider world. I'd like to reach out to you and invite you to come back to me, to call me, to email me, to connect with me on my sort of social media, and see how we can create something truly extraordinary at your organisation, and really help your students in a way that they wouldn't be helped anywhere else. What I offer is absolutely new, groundbreaking, revolutionary, game-changing. I hope I've interested you and excited you about it. I'm excited about it. What I've created is the result of 7 years of research and study. It brings in the very best strategies and techniques that are available anywhere in the world, and it would be my honour and privilege to work with you. So I'll keep my fingers crossed that you will get in touch. Thank you very much indeed.